Have you ever stumbled across someone on Instagram and thought, whoa, who is this person? Why haven't I seen her before? You pause. You scroll. One photo turns into 10. 10 into 20. That's exactly what happens when you come across Jessica Bustos, a radiant, unapologetically confident, and captivating force in the world of fashion, body positivity, and online influence. Her name may not be plastered all over mainstream media yet, but she's rapidly becoming a voice, a face, and a presence that refuses to be ignored. And in this video, you're about to find out exactly why. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell, because if this is the first time you're hearing about Jessica Bustos, it definitely won't be the last. Jessica Bustos, known to many online as @Annually2 or @Annually, is more than just a plus-size model. She's part of a revolution, a digital uprising, challenging traditional beauty standards, pushing past stereotypes, and paving the way for fuller representation in the fashion and influencer industries. She doesn't just post beautiful photos. She crafts a narrative. She tells a story. Every picture, every reel, every caption radiates self-assurance and empowerment. She's Latina, proudly embracing her roots while reshaping what it means to be beautiful in a society that's been obsessed with a narrow version of perfection for far too long. What makes Jessica stand out in a sea of influencers isn't just her look, it's her energy. It's the way she owns the frame, whether she's strutting in a flowing summer dress, rocking a two-piece swimsuit with curves that refuse to hide, or flashing that radiant, million-watt smile that could melt the iciest algorithm. Her aura commands attention, but her presence invites you in. She's fierce, but not unapproachable. Bold, but grounded. Sexy, but soulful. Jessica's journey didn't happen overnight. Like so many women, she grew up in a world that didn't always reflect people who looked like her. She watched television, flipped through magazines, and browsed ads where no one seemed to share her shape, her skin tone, her vibe. But rather than shrinking herself to fit in, she grew into her identity. She embraced it, and then she broadcast it for the world to see. Her Instagram account became more than just a portfolio. It became a platform, a safe space for women and girls around the world who had never seen someone confidently rocking the kind of body they had. And with every post, she's proving a point. Beauty isn't size exclusive. Confidence isn't something reserved for the few. It's something every woman deserves to feel in her skin. Her followers, they're not just fans. They're a movement. They engage not just with hearts and fire emojis, but with real messages, real love, and real resonance. Women from around the world thank her for helping them feel seen. Men comment with admiration not just for her beauty but her boldness. She isn't just liked, she's respected. Jessica's fashion sense, impeccable. She blends elegance with edge, bringing classic curves into modern cuts. She works with angles and lighting like a seasoned pro, but never loses that unfiltered authenticity. She's known for body-hugging dresses that celebrate, not camouflage. Her makeup, flawless, but never overdone. It enhances without erasing. She's proof that fashion isn't about hiding flaws. It's about flaunting what you've got and owning every inch of it. And let's talk about the content strategy. Jessica knows her audience. She doesn't just post pretty pictures. She curates a vibe. One moment she's sharing a glamorous beachside shoot. The next she's in casual wear with natural curls, sipping a smoothie, talking self-love and the importance of mental peace. That range is what makes her powerful. She's aspirational, but not untouchable. She's Instagram famous, but still feels like someone you'd want to have coffee with. She's also incredibly savvy when it comes to brand building. Collaborations with fashion brands, beauty products, lifestyle features. She's not just influencing trends, she's influencing markets. She understands the value of her platform, not just in numbers, but in cultural impact. She's helping brands realize that inclusion isn't just ethical, it's profitable. And she's doing it while maintaining creative control and staying true to her roots. Her impact ripples across social channels. On TikTok, she's known for expressive dances, comedic skits, and raw, vulnerable moments. On Instagram, it's the glam, the drama, the goddess-level confidence. And on YouTube, she's the subject of dozens of Who is Jessica Bustos? Style biographies, even though she hasn't officially claimed the spotlight herself. That says something. When strangers are making content about you, without you even asking, that's influence. Jessica Bustos represents a cultural shift, a visual awakening, a louder conversation about beauty, representation, and self-worth. She is proof that you don't need a magazine cover or a New York Fashion Week runway to change the industry. You just need courage, consistency, and a camera. And you, watching this right now, you're part of that shift. If you're tired of the cookie-cutter beauty ideal, if you want more voices that speak to you instead of at you, if you want to follow someone who's not just about the aesthetics but about the message, then go follow Jessica Bustos right now. Find her on Instagram at @Annually2. Tap that follow button. Leave a comment. Let her know you see her, because trust me, she sees you too. And if you're loving this type of content, deep dives into rising stars and digital game changers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment like this. Share it with someone who needs a little boost of inspiration or someone who needs to see what a modern-day muse really looks like. Jessica Bustos isn't just a trend. She's a signal, a symbol, a reminder that beauty doesn't conform to rules. It breaks them. And in doing so, it makes space for all of us to shine. So next time you scroll by that glowing smile, those curves that don't apologize, and that confidence that feels contagious, remember her name. This is Jessica Bustos, and the world is watching. Let's go deeper, because once you get past the perfect poses and radiant highlights of Jessica Bustos' Instagram feed, what you begin to see is the real magic. It's not just about how she looks, it's about how she makes people feel. And that's where her true power lies. Jessica isn't simply a model. She's a mirror for a generation of people, especially women, who have spent years being told they're too much of this or not enough of that. Too thick, not tall enough, too Latina, not mainstream enough. But she defies every label by owning all of it, proudly, unapologetically.
She's become the face of a quiet rebellion. Not loud or political in the traditional sense, but quietly and powerfully revolutionary in the way she shows up. In a world where filters are default and insecurities are monetized, Jessica dares to be bold. To be herself. To be curvy, confident, and completely unstoppable. And when she posts, her audience doesn't just double tap, they exhale. They feel seen. They feel inspired. They feel like maybe, just maybe, they can finally stop hiding, too.
Think about that for a second. How rare that is. How valuable. Behind every curated reel, there's a girl who once questioned her place in the world. And behind every brand partnership or viral reel, there's a woman who has spent years learning how to turn silence into impact and doubt into dominance. She's not just influencing with her style, she's influencing with her story. Jessica represents something that's missing in so many influencer spaces. Realness without apology. She's not performative. She's not trying to force herself into a trend. She is the trend. A bold, body-positive, Latina woman who's creating her own blueprint and inviting others to follow. And people are. Every day, more and more. Her following is growing. Her presence is growing. And her message is growing.
But let's be honest, this kind of confidence doesn't come easy. The internet can be cruel. The comment sections don't always celebrate. Sometimes they criticize. Sometimes they project their own pain. But Jessica doesn't flinch. She doesn't shrink. She expands. She responds. Not with clapbacks, but with clarity. With grace. And most of all, with consistency. She posts again. Smiles again. Shines again.
It's that level of resilience that transforms a content creator into a cultural catalyst. You can see it in her followers, too. The ones who've been with her from the beginning. Scroll down through the comments and you'll find stories. People saying she helped them finally wear that crop top, take that photo, or even just smile in the mirror again. This is deeper than fashion. This is identity work. This is affirmation. And yes, she's undeniably beautiful, but what keeps people coming back isn't just the way she looks. It's the way she feels. It's her warmth, her authenticity, her balance of sass and soul. She reminds us that sex appeal isn't about fitting into a size. It's about energy, about presence, about confidence that radiates from within. And that kind of beauty, it's timeless. Jessica is paving a path that's still shockingly underrepresented. Latin American plus-size models are grossly underbooked in mainstream campaigns. But with every post she makes, she's rewriting the narrative. Her presence alone is an act of representation. She's making space in rooms she wasn't invited into. And eventually, those rooms will be rebuilt around women like her. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And Jessica Bustos is helping lead the way. If you haven't followed her yet, do it now. Open your Instagram, type in @AnielleMore2 or @AnielleLi, and hit that follow button. Not because she needs another number, but because you need someone like her in your feed. Someone who reminds you to show up fully, not halfway. Someone who makes you want to live out loud, to show skin, to laugh harder, to post the damn photo. And for those of you still chasing that kind of inner confidence, let Jessica be your blueprint. She didn't get here by accident. She got here by believing that she belonged long before anyone handed her permission. And now, she's built a platform that refuses to gatekeep that power. When we talk about modern influencers, let's start including Jessica Bustos in that conversation. Because influence isn't just about numbers. It's about impact. It's about how deeply someone makes you feel. And when you watch Jessica, you don't just feel inspired. You feel invited. Like there's finally space for you in this narrative too. She's young, but she's wise. She's fashionable, but thoughtful. She's bold, but grounded. And as her voice continues to grow, so does her legacy. Because make no mistake, this is just the beginning. With her energy, vision, and fearless vulnerability, Jessica Bustos is destined for so much more. Bigger platforms. Brand collaborations. Maybe even her own fashion line. And honestly, the world needs it. So if you've been watching quietly, this is your sign. Don't just scroll. Engage. Comment. Support. Because women like Jessica Bustos don't come along every day. And when they do, we need to amplify them. Celebrate them. Elevate them. And if this video resonated with you, share it. Send it to your best friend. Post it on your story. Tell the world that beauty has always come in many shapes and sizes. It just finally has a spotlight. And in that spotlight stands Jessica, smiling, shining, and reminding us all that the glow up is not just physical. It's personal. It's powerful.